Right down here in the Atlanta region, in the Atlanta metropolitan area, there is a blog called Falcoholic, and or excuse me, the Falcoholic, Falcoholic. Look at this. It's see that the Falcoholic. Say that real loud 3 times fast. Falcoholic, Falcoholic, Falcoholic. And the pin tweet is really funny. Being a Falcons fan is like riding a roller coaster with a terrible safety record. All right, give me your hottest take. What did this loss do to your season outlook? Okay, well, first of all, I am still a Raiders fan. I just don't like the fact that Mark Davis is consistently trying to remove the team from Oakland, and I don't like that Mr. Davis is disrespectful to Oakland Mayor Libby Schaff, but that's another story. I love I love the professionalism of the Atlanta franchise, their can-do attitude, their skill at working the politics to build the new stadium that's going up right now called the Mercedes-Benz Dome. The Atlanta Falcons are the best or one of the best representatives of the NFL done right. I just have to say that straight off. Now, having said all that, I will answer the Falcoholic's tweet, which is, again, to repeat, all right, give me your hottest take. What did this loss do to your season outlook? Oh, and before I answer the question, Atlanta Falcons owner Arthur Blank, class act, great person, much respect for him, like him tons. Now, I was wondering what would happen to the Falcons, to answer the Falcoholic's question, after the fifth game. Because it was after the fifth game last year, the Falcons went on the tailspin that seemed like they never would get out of, and really didn't get out of until they played Carolina much later in the season. In a game that no one expected them to win, that really had little bearing on the season for everyone. Well, it did for the Panthers, but arguably not. Just saying. I believe, and I said in the previous video, and I'll repeat it this time, that the Falcons' primary problem just may be over practice. Falcons coach Dan Quinn might be running his players too much, having them expend too much energy during practice, during the season, not leaving some for games. The famed head coach of the San Francisco 49ers, Bill Walsh, who created what some call the West Coast offense, what I call the Bill Walsh offense, had a philosophy of a more relaxed and more educational, more methodical, more cerebral practice approach, less dependent on working his players to death. He never did that. A lot of practice time in leisure, shorts, and making sure that players understood the plays and the game plan and where they were supposed to be when a particular play was called. I don't get the sense that Quinn is doing that with his charges, so that what happens by the fifth game or sixth game, all the NFL teams have data on all the others, and they've decided how they're going to respond to what the next team up is going to do because they have more data from this year to react to what they're doing. And so it takes all of that is important because it means if your opponent's figured out your game plan, it takes more energy for you to run the right play and respond to what they're doing, and then keep that energy level going to come back, or conversely keep the energy level going to stop them from coming back. We've seen that happen in 2 consecutive games with Atlanta, if you think about it. Against the Seahawks, they fell behind 17-3 in the first half, adjusted the game plan, and came back, but lost. This time was the reverse. They had the Chargers down. The Chargers went back, made adjustments, and came back and tied and won. So again, there's that pattern. And the pattern is that because the Falcons, I contend because of their conditioning, they're not able to either stop teams when they need to, or take a lead and then hold on to the lead and win. And I think it's really because the head coach is perhaps working his players a bit too much in practice, not saving some for Sundays. That's my thought. And so far, turns out I'm right.